Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm here at Howler Bike Park with John, one of the owners. I've been riding here, I think this is my third season, and I've watched things kind of progress, trails progress and all that. So I just wanted to sit down with John, and then I'm gonna get with Max here in a little bit too and just kind of talk about. So what was the original idea? Came from Max,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. We had a bike shop. Max started in 2020 of all crazy years, and it's called Mountain Movement at the time. And so we were into mountain biking, and we're that family that snowboards and wakeboards and those guys. And we would go to Bentonville a lot and Leatherwood and so forth. Rode about every weekend somewhere, but we didn't like pedaling as much.
I get it. I understand.
So we thought, well, what about a downhill park? And my wife had breast cancer in 2020, among other things, and we were going to Little Rock for us. That's where the specialist was that we were seeing in Little Rock. So we're from Springfield, so we were going by this on 65, and it had a for sale sign, kind of hidden.
Okay.
It was in the bushes, and I kept looking at it every time I came. I'm like, and it's a couple 100 acres for sale, and the guy was from Tennessee, and the realtor, and so I called Max. I'm like, because we were looking for some land to possibly do something, and I'm like, well, let's go check it out. I don't know. He thought maybe because this is Bear Mountain behind us, and we didn't know if it was enough elevation, enough land. We didn't know. I said, well, we have a rock crawler Jeep, and I'm like, Max, let's just go check it out.
Yeah.
And of course, it was all raw land. In fact, this came all the way here, down the land, the slope, if you will.
So
And
all this was cut out to
cut
make
out.
what's here.
Yeah, we actually layered it like every foot, and then they tested or something to pack it up. But we dug it all out, and but yeah, it was all raw land. It was just raw, and we didn't get very far in the Jeep, and we ended up walking. And of course, we fell in love with it. It was gorgeous, the waterfalls and all. It was raining. It was spring of 21 is when we started to walk in the land, and so it was permitted, I guess, for hunting and timbering. So, which is really all there was,
Right.
And a guy in Tennessee owned it, and never met him, but he would fly in and hunt here once a year, and so he made, we made an offer, and he took it. In June, I think it was June 14th, actually, of 21, we bought it. It's closed on it, and took possession, and again, we had no idea what we were doing.
So you're only four. You're not even a full 4 years in here.
In June. Yeah, actually, just physically here.
Wow, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it had happened that quick.
Yeah.
So we got the Howler Grill here, which the food is fantastic. A lot of people come out here just to eat that don't even ride mountain bikes.
Right. Google reviews are crazy on that.
And you have the primitive camping sites.
Primitive.
Then you have some glamping sites.
Yep, glamping sites right behind us here that are air-conditioned, heated tents.
And then what do you call the apartment?
We call it the Hideaway.
The Hideaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has washer and dryer and kitchen. Have you been up there?
I haven't.
I need to take you up there.
Yeah. I can't believe I've never been up here. What? I have to try to book it one time.
Yeah, it's not. You'll see in a second.
I've seen the videos on the website, but I haven't ever.
It's always a little better in person, though. So we got streaming TV, Netflix and all that.
It's actually bigger than I thought.
Yep, and we got the kitchen, fridge, and you got your own bathroom, shower, that kind of thing. And then it is a king, but we have families that do the blow up mattress or whatever. They have kids. And then we have your own washer and dryer.
Oh man.
It's all good for all the design and stuff. So
Yeah, man, it's really nice.
Yeah. Super cool.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get stuff muddy.
And we have people that, like, this guy did a laser thing for it. Nice.
And then there's showers downstairs. Even if you're not staying here, you can shower here. The bathrooms are super nice.
Yep.
So this is the men's restroom. Very nice, very clean. Shower area. You don't have to be staying here to shower here. Changing rooms. This is the women's restroom. Shower room, very similar to the others. 2 shower rooms in here. Very nice. Super nice,
Yep.
super modern.
Yep.
So
Walkers.
we're on peak 2 now, or
We're on
we're
peak
still
4 is the peak that most.
But
of
it's the first one that you've developed
Yeah.
with mountain bike trails.
Right,
And
right.
you have 4 total.
We have 4 total peaks.
So tell me kind of what's the
Future? Well,
plan?
we're hoping, God willing, here this coming next year, first quarter, January, February, March. We're hoping to get an indoor restaurant going.
Okay.
And we want to kind of take that to events and so forth, the food truck. And so that's on the slate for phase 3. I'm not happy with the skills area, so that's going to happen probably this year. Later this year, we're going to redo the whole thing.
Okay.
I had Seth, Backyard Trail Builds Out, last week, and he kind of did a lot of our woodwork, and he's an amazing woodworker.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of on the shorter list. But peak 1, which is Bear Mountain, and it faces 65. So believe it or not, 10 million people went to Branson last year. 10.2 million. I don't fully understand that, but anyway, a bunch of them come down 65. It's always busy, and they would see the mountain bikers coming down the mountain, and
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
the issue there, and we are looking at they call it a drag system, but it's kind of, if you're familiar with skiing at all, it's a T-bar type system, and it attaches to the stem. I can show you a video.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah,
it's
seen
pretty
them on
cool.
YouTube.
And we have been talking with an Austria company on that back and forth, and I think we've come to an agreement on price, and they have stuff available, and so we're just trying to logistically kind of get it all around our head.
So for those that haven't been here, right now what they have is the military transport vehicles, flatbeds with bike racks in the back.
Yep.
You have 5 of those?
5 trucks, yep.
So I honestly, I don't remember. The only time that I've been here is when they were having a demo day that I've ever waited.
It's a big pet peeve of mine.
For a lift up. And I've only been back on the bike since 2019, but I've been to several bike parks and several places, and this is my favorite.
Well,
I always just kind of feel like it doesn't feel like a bike park. It kind of feels more like we're just here riding on your land. I kind of almost feel like part of the family here.
Yeah,
and it's really cool and comfortable, and so I guess I would say if you could just give me one sentence to describe Howler, what would that be?
Wow.
One sentence.
One sentence.
That's gonna be tough.
You should have told me ahead of time. That's one word, maybe. Purposeful, if that's even a word.
Yeah.
We certainly are. It's passionate.
Yeah.
And but we're all about the guest, and we tell the boys, we're your guest, you're not a customer.
Right.
And we say most people come in here and want to get away, forget about the crazy week they had, and mountain biking in general, and just being outdoors, you have to stay focused. in the moment, in the now. You can't be thinking of next
You
week.
can't, or
even
your
going,
problems at
you're
home.
going to end
Yeah,
up in a
right,
tree or something.
right.
You know,
I agree.
so that's one of the best things about the place. I'm going more than a sentence, obviously here, but
I knew you would.
but that experience, and we tell the, I say boys, but the people that are working with us, our team members, that if you're having a headache or whatever, just you're gonna have to put on a smile and encourage, be high-fiving and tell them about the place, and because they're here to get away from that crazy,
Right.
and at least for the day or the weekend or whatever, and we're hopefully instilling that in them and bring them in as the family. We call it the Howler family, and we believe that it's kind of more than a business, I guess, in that respect. It's more of a mission,
for sure. Well, hey, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me and the way you guys treat me here all the time. I know that you have a tagline that everybody expects you to say. I'm going to say if you
shred the gnar.
Yeah. The first time I heard you say that, and then the next time we came and I told Lucas, watch, John's going to say, you ready to shred the gnar? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. Maybe I think it's something to do with maybe the snowboarding. Maybe I don't even know, but
Yeah.
but
Well,
it works.
Thanks again.
So,
Thanks
yes,
again.
thank you.
It's always good to be here.